A man pours thousands of dollars into one of his vehicles only to have it stolen. But you might be surprised at what the thieves left behind and how the owner was able to track it down. News 13's Catherine Mazzone has that story.
Being out in nature, away from the city, getting places where even people normally can't drive to.
Ryan Scott has been pouring hours of his time and thousands of dollars into one of his passions for several years, off-roading.
It was a '85 Toyota pickup. It had a lot done to it. Aside from the price of the truck, I had about $8 grand in it, and I've been building it for about 2 years.
But all that changed in Nob Hill on the night of June 26th.
I guess they just popped my lock and pulled a U-turn and turned right onto Central.
Scott immediately called police and filed a report. With the hopes someone would see his truck, he reached out to the off-roading community online.
I started posting on some off-road websites for here in New Mexico and on Craigslist, asking people to keep an eye out because we have a pretty close-knit group of off-roaders out here.
Soon after, he would find out he wasn't alone. He says 5 other people posted their off-road trucks had been stolen too. Knowing that this group was a target for thieves, he thought he might never see his truck again. Nearly 2 months later,
I got a call from a bunch of friends telling me to check my thread on New Mexico Off-Road.
The next day, he headed out to the West Mesa to see if the gray truck was his. It was.
I was pretty sad when I saw it. It was had a shotgun taken to the tailgate. It was all primer gray, really beat up. The roof was bashed in. I was really angry. I was relieved but angry.
But as many would say, most criminals are not that smart. Scott says the thieves had stripped the engine but left his $3,000 axle.
I was pretty relieved about that because that's all I wanted back mainly.
And the thieves also upgraded Scott's old Toyota with a new dash and new seats. Scott says he plans on putting a security system on his next truck. A family